Welcome back. Today's the day. The WorldBox update we've been waiting for about 10 months, almost a year, is out as of today, as of like a few hours ago. And I'm getting my grimy little hands all over it and looking at all the new features. And the number one is, do you hear that? Music. That's music built into the game. I didn't have to add that music. And it changes based on what you're doing. If you're zoomed out, you get something like this. But if you're zoomed in, you get all sorts of sounds. Honestly, I think it's kind of great. What if we zoom in on the candy biome? Candy song? There's one square of corrupted song? Nope. Swamp song? First things first. I was gonna go ahead and read all the patch notes so I could be like informed on everything that's new, but then I took a little peek and yeah, there's kind of a lot. It just kind of goes on. So I read some of it and then I was like, I'm scared. So yeah, there's just a lot of new stuff. It's a lot of little things. You know, we'll talk about lots of the big things today, but I'll probably just have to naturally learn a lot of the little things over time. But the big things are ages, which we'll look at, alliances, which we'll look at, more detailed wars, clans, plans and plots, and then music, which is great. Overall, we have over 550 changes, and many that we have forgotten. Whew. Okay, so the flashiest system so far that I think everyone wants to see first, myself included, is this new age system. So there are 10 different ages. So instead of having like a day-night cycle or like a season cycle, because that would just go too fast, there are ages, which behave kind of like a day-night cycle, but they're ages, which makes sense for the time, how fast time goes in this game. So we have Age of Hope, which I believe is just normal. Nothing crazy here. There's also Age of Sun, which is just brighter. And I'm definitely gonna have to take some time to learn the effects of all these. In its description, it just says, a time of intense heat and brightness. Living this age is tough as people battle to find ways to survive the harsh conditions. So it's definitely a negative one, but I'm not sure exactly what it's doing. Okay, next up we have Age of Dark. Go away, sun. This is what the people are here for, man. This is sweet. Nighttime, darkness, in a WorldBox, this looks so cool. And then your cursor is kind of like a light. It makes it kind of spooky. It adds like a little cricket sound. Oh, we got lustful. All right. We're getting some new traits in here. Cool. The description says, foul creatures will lurk in the darkness, preying on the unwary, while the shadows themselves will hold nightmares and illusions that could drive a person to madness. Bro, are you kidding me? There's creatures lurking in the darkness, and the darkness is gonna make people go to madness? Guys, also, looks like crystal biome comes with some of its own lights. The trees glow. That's actually really cool. I feel like that'll look really cool if you ever had a really big crystal biome. Nice. The bonfire does not make that much light, so the villages are very much kind of mostly in darkness. And despite the tents having lights on them, they don't generate any of their own light, so there's a lot of dark. There's a lot of dark, he says, about the Age of Dark. I'm really curious if there actually are creatures that lurk in the dark, because as far as I've seen, there aren't any new creatures. At least there's no new spawnable ones, so maybe he snuckily added some creatures that we don't know about, or maybe it's just like skeletons or something. We'll find out, man. Next up, we have the Age of Tears, which is basically the Age of Rain. It's not as dark, but it's still like a little bit kind of foggy. And people will struggle to find hope and happiness in a bleak and hopeless world. But there will be those who cling to optimism and believe that the sun will one day shine again. Foolishness. I could set it to Age of Tears forever. You don't know. You don't know it's ever going to stop. Also, I'm really hoping that somewhere in those patch notes they nerfed the orcs a little bit, balanced them down a little bit. That would be great. So we'll see if they destroy everyone in this video or not. I really hope not. But doesn't this just look nice? It feels like a mod, you know, like it feels like this shouldn't be happening. But this is the game now. We got music, we got rain. Like it's feeling like more of a complete game, honestly. Not that it ever really didn't. It fills in some gaps that it needed. It gives it more like variety and kind of a cooler feel. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. You see that lightning? Whew. Next up, Age of Moon. I believe this is just kind of dark again. These descriptions don't really help, so I'm not really going to read them. I thought they would kind of reveal what it does. The description of this one sounds very hopeful and talks about the magic of the moon will be everywhere, filling the air with a sense of enchantment and wonder. So it's definitely not like, oh, scary dark like the other one. This is like, oh, nice dark. You know, this is like cool nighttime aesthetics. This is when all the village people crank up that lo-fi, those lo-fi beats to study and chill to. And again, oh, the blessed trees glow too. Cool. I like that. Oh, docks glow. Interesting. We got some rain in here. That's cool. But yeah, Age of Moon, I like it. I like that it's nighttime, but like in a nice way. Like the people are happy about this one. Okay, next up, Age of Chaos. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. So it's brighter, but everything's kind of red. I think this is the season that has like Rage Reign. It will be a time of war and destruction where every day will be a struggle for survival. The end of the world will seem to be drawing ever nearer as those in power fight for dominance and the common people are left to fend for themselves. Okay, so basically real life. It doesn't look that chaotic, you know, but I do think what they mean is that like, hey, if there's like tension, you know, it'll like kind of amplify it. So I think if we look at plots and plans, nobody's got plots and plans. Here we go. The Red Rain, it gives people rage. The world is being covered with rage. If you get hit with it, you get the rage status effect, which lasts for 5 minutes and gives you double damage and plus 20 attack speed. So it just makes you like crazy. And since that just gives it to people based on the clouds and not like gives it to everyone evenly, that would shake up a war a lot. Like say if 2 kingdoms were at war but one army got hit with the rage cloud, that would kind of make a difference. Also, I know you've been eyeing this right here. I know someone's like, come on, show us what that is. It's just a kind of an ice biome, but it's permanent, meaning through all ages and heat and whatever, it won't go away. I think also with fire, I think it doesn't go away. It's so frozen that unlike just making things cold, it actually stays. So that's cool. I like it. Okay, next age. Age of Wonders. Those who are skilled in the ways of magic will be in their prime. Well, that's good news. Meanwhile, these rage clouds still fly overhead. Everyone's pissed off, man. Something else that's new are these 2 buttons, which honestly, I feel like it makes sense to leave on. And that is if you hover over someone, it shows you like all about them right there. Their traits, pretty much their entire all this. Right there. It's a more simplified version of it. It doesn't show you everything, but it shows you everything you'd want to see. Dude, how did you... Oh, whoa. This is from, I guess, Age of Wonder. They got Power Up, Caffeinated, and Shielded. Look how much Caffeinated does. I didn't realize it was so strong. And Power Up. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Oh, it's from these clouds probably. These like little magic clouds. Do we have those? Yeah, magic clouds. Cool. Makes you want to dance under it. Very cool. Look at this guy zooming by. It's like honk honk beep beep. Cool. Okay, so Age of Wonder, you get magic clouds, which just kind of hook you up. Kind of the opposite of Age of Chaos. All good things. Okay, next up. Age of Ice. The winds will be icy and unforgiving, and even the hardiest of souls will struggle to find warmth and shelter. That doesn't sound very good. Oh no, this ain't good at all. I don't know what I expected from Age of Ice other than, you know, the world being covered in ice, but goodness. Okay, these are special clouds. These are snow clouds. As if the people needed any more. They're literally frozen in ice. It just lowers their speed to minus 10,000. Dang, dude, that sucks. So it definitely slows down your civilization if you get a big old snow cloud right down the middle. Kind of like this one going right down the middle over here. That's gonna hurt, but other than that, nothing too crazy. Just a lot of cold, definitely a slow everything down kind of age. Next up we have Age of Ash. It will not be a good time to live, but people will still hope to see another day. This age will be a time of sickness with the air thick with smoke and dust particles that cause a deadly illness known as ash fever. Ash fever? Okay, so the ice defrosts pretty quickly, but you can see the ashes. See the ashes floating around? So it's happening. Uh-oh, ash fever. Okay, lasts for 500 seconds, which is what, like 8 minutes or so? Gives you pretty much a minus to everything except for warfare. Man, it lowers your max age by 45 years and your health by 60%. That is bad. You also get coughing, which is just even more bad. Dang, that's brutal. It sounds like everyone gets coughing. Not that guy. He didn't get coughing. He's powered up. Okay, so not everyone that gets coughing gets ash fever and vice versa. What's going on here, boys? What are you doing here, dude? What's going on here? Oh, even the snowmen can get sick. That's so sad. Okay, so this one seems like just a kind of a bummer for everyone. You know, just like anyone, anywhere seemingly can get sick, which is going to make a lot of people die early, which is pretty sad. Okay, last up we have Age of Despair. The darkness will be all-consuming, and even the bravest of hearts will be tested in such an unforgiving environment. Okay. It sort of combines Age of Ice with Age of Dark. I believe. Yeah, Age of Dark, Age of Ice. So it's like 2 bad ones combined. Very much the Age of Despair, especially when it comes right after the Age of Ash, like it did just now, where everyone's already sick and dying, and then it's like, hey, let's make it super cold and dark, so you can't even like see where you're going. It's brutal how long Ash Fever lasts too. But I will say, you know what? It looks cool as heck, if you ask me. These ages, all the day-night stuff, all the like rain effects, weather effects, it looks cool. Okay, so I'm a big fan of this change. That's like definitely something that will make it more interesting, is that when we do videos like this where it's like, oh, 4 kingdoms fight, it's like, well, 4 kingdoms will be fighting, but like the ages are going to affect the outcome. It'll make it more unpredictable, which is cool. Okay, continuing on past the ages, like I said, lots of little changes. Some new features, like you can declare war directly now. There will be a list of plots and plans in here. I've yet to see anyone actually come up with any of their own plots. You can show the alliance layer. There's no alliances right now, but that would be there. And then clan layer. I have not quite figured out exactly what makes the clans, but I think they're sort of like cultures, but more like military focused. So they're more like groups of armies. Oh, wait, what the heck is this? Oh, no way, there's ice monsters in the Age of Despair. No way. Bro. Whoa, dude. Okay, so what caused that? Do you think it spawns them, or do you think it's sort of like a corrupted biome thing? I don't see any traits on these people that makes it seem like they would turn into one when they die. Yeah. So their stats are 100 health, nothing too crazy. They do a lot of damage, though. And they have immortality and regeneration. And pretty good attack speed, too. Okay, so they're definitely a threat. Dang. That's rough. And the ages last 50 years in game, which is like a long time, especially if you're playing on slow speed. This Age of Despair would last a long time, and it pretty much almost eliminated 2 kingdoms. So this is definitely the worst age if you're trying to like not die, you know? We could do something where like we make one really strong kingdom and we just throw them into the Age of Despair and see how they do. You know, will they despair? Hang in there, guys. Let's throw them into the Age of Tears. I kind of liked it. There we go. Defrost the world. Thank goodness. Although that kingdom I think was destroyed. Yeah. Brutal. What else we got here? So yeah, all this we'll play with in the future days. List of wars, list of plans to start wars. Nothing new that you can spawn, like no new creatures or anything. Like I showed, the permafrost biome is new. And then we have ash clouds, magic clouds, rage clouds to throw in manually. Nothing new in this tab. And then this caught my eye. It's just a monolith. Has no description. And if you throw it down, it pretty much does nothing that I can tell. I think it's bad, or maybe it's just neutral. I don't know, we'll figure that one out in the future. Maybe it does nothing. Maybe it's just there for decoration. All right, let's go ahead and make these people fight because I want to see some fighting. Okay, so now we have them in the wars list. The Bad Battle of Errol shows who started it. It shows the population of both sides, 231 to 391, and how many warriors there are, and how many people have died so far. So lots of nice little details there to kind of get a sense of how good or bad things are going without actually having to watch it, which is cool. Oh, these little snow dudes are still everywhere, man. And since they're immortal, like they ain't going anywhere. They're just gonna keep freezing everything. Crazy. I think we're getting lots of lightning strikes too. Yeah, I was gonna say my screen keeps shaking. Here we go, the orcs are here to fight. It looks like the orcs are probably gonna win because, you know, they do that. But would they still win if suddenly it was the Age of Chaos? I'm gonna say yeah, I think they're still gonna win. Something else I didn't mention is that there's now a ×4 speed and a ×half speed. I don't know why you'd ever want the game to be even slower, but you know what? It's good to have that option. Dwarves declare war and they get it eliminated. You know, maybe it was my idea, maybe it wasn't. But can you check past wars? No. It would be kind of cool to be able to look at the war like after it was over, you know? Kind of like a final score, like a scoreboard. All right, well, I'm gonna learn more and I'm gonna come back with some more pointed videos, but I wanted to kind of just play around with everything today. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And if there's anything you've learned about the new update that's important that I didn't talk about, throw in the comments because it's going to be a lot of work for me to learn everything that's new. I'm going to go read some of the patch notes, but if there's anything cool that you've noticed, help me speed up the process of learning this new update so that we can use it to its maximum potential. Thanks for watching. Thank goodness for this new update. I'm very happy to be here. Bye.